19 for 19 on kickoffs and touchbacks this year for Jordan Stout. Motion by Jared Hayek. And it's a throw to the left side. Oh, and it's a hit by the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week, Brandon Smith, on the catch by Justin Covington.
Smith can really run. He's got all the physical attributes you're looking for in a linebacker.
Smith, short throw, first down over the 35, driven back where there's a late flag that has come in. Now 2nd and 1 turned into 3rd and 3, and now 3rd and long after the penalty. Smith rolling and throwing and incomplete. Intended receiver was Des Boykin, but the pass is out of bounds. The options to punt today for Villanova, and it's Watkins who will punt, and it's the outstanding Jahan Dotson back to receive it. Will he get a chance to run? No, he won't. He waves for a fair catch and makes it at the 47-yard line. And we'll see what kind of protection that Clifford has on a drive that will officially start at the Nittany Lions' 48-yard line, their first series of the game. And going up top, looking for the home run, and he lays it right in the hands of Jahan Dotson. How's that for starting a game for Penn State? Touchdown.
Look up at the top. That's Jahan Dotson on standing. Now look at, they give you that 2 shell, right? But they really are playing a man. So they man down in the middle of the field on the tight end with Strange, and Dotson's got the whole field to play with. I mean, you can't, I don't care who you are. You could be Willie Brown.
Quan Brisker, the safeties. And both of them are in the game right now as Daniel Smith will throw it to his tight end, Todd Summers. 13 straight passes, including last week's numbers, the highest quarterback completion percentage of the Big Ten since 2000. And another completion, 14 in a row. And enough for a first down. Jahan Dotson will drive over the 37 just barely. Lambert Smith came close to his 10th catch of the season. And Lee with an inside run on 3rd down and 2 needs the 47 and not there. Noah Kane. Kane turns inside and hit at the line to gain, but just enough. On the 8-yard run. Dotson's in front of Lee, and Lee ran away from the defender and is still on his feet. The helmet is off the player. Lovett again getting some time on this series. Clifford with just a couple of steps to elude the rush, and then an incompletion. Lambert Smith was the target. And Jordan Stout, whose career long is 57, will try to bang one through from 53 yards out, and he's pushed it wide right. No good. As good as anybody in the secondary, a safety who's maybe the best cover player. A flip to the left, and D. Will Barley. And Barley has Villanova's first down on the catch. Motion, Des Boykin. Barley, the running back. And the play is blown up because of penetration into the backfield that is, by Smith Filbert.
You're going to get penetration from here in, all the way across. Just a really good job, man. Excellent job.
3 games, a couple of rushing touchdowns in their win against Richmond last week. And the ball has to come out quickly, and it's on target and caught. Brown bumps Hayek out of bounds. First down, Villanova. They look to convert this 3rd and 8. And pressure again for Smith. Oh, the ball deflects in the air, and that's an easy interception. Jair Brown with it, and Brown breaks a tackle, and another one on the return. And finally, the crowd will envelop him near the 20-yard line. Charlie Gilroy, tight end in motion. A turn and handoff. Covington's back in the game and hit hard at the line of scrimmage.
He's a natural pass rusher, and he can flat out run.
They are facing 3rd down and 11. And Smith throwing and juggling and looking for Covington out of the backfield, and Keaton Ellis. And now Cole Bunce, who's from San Jose, California, and kicked for 2 seasons at TCU, attempting a field goal to give Villanova their first points of the game. We'll see if this is the last play of the quarter. Snapped with 12 seconds to go. Clifford steps up, points downfield, stayed behind the line of scrimmage, found Theo Johnson with a nice little hurdle, and still going past midfield.
Able to buy some time getting out to the outside. He dumps it off, and then watch this. Says it all.
Remember, I had your poster up in my dorm room there with you and Bruce Clark. Salt and Pepper, I think, was the name of the poster.
And it pushes Penn State back after that pass to Theo Johnson in the first quarter. And now a frozen rope throw. Parker Washington caught it in stride, running down a gap in the middle of the field for a touchdown for Penn State.
This is a rope. I mean, it is right on picks it out of the air. Washington's off to the races, and you're going to catch him.
South Carolina was a player on the coverage for Penn State. And here's a roll and throw by Smith. Oh, and nearly intercepted by Daquan Hardy, but it's caught by Des Boykin and a toe tap down the sideline and a first down.
Or just lure the catch itself.
Smith, a deep ball now, and tries to throw it over Dixon, the cover man. Clifford faked it to Lee. Got Dotson right in front of him, a juggling catch, and then down in the open field. 6 of 9, 139 yards for Clifford. Going to add to it as it's caught. And there's Washington. And Washington scored once today, trying to run away for the Villanova defense. Down the sideline and in. Touchdown.
Spread everybody out, right? And so Villanova was going to try to bring an extra rusher. He just popped it over the middle. Washington's in it, and it wasn't even a great throw. He had to come back to get it. But they brought 6 guys. And because of this coverage, they went man across the board. You're not going to run with them. And so Washington.
This time they had 3rd and 9. They had a 67-yard pass to Washington to put him down here. This is 3rd and goal, and Washington behind the line trying to make someone miss, but Forrest Ryan with a big fist pump after the tackle for Villanova.
He believes his eyes. He's a good 235 pounds. The really good linebacker. Just one of those guys who never quits. He's always on it.
Jordan Stout from 30 yards on the button. He had plays that we saw on tape against Auburn, Matt, where he completely blew up any possibility of success on the play.
Guess
and
who?
Speaking of, P.J. Mustafer, sack of Daniel Smith.
The thing is his get off. You can see him right down here, number 97. Watch how quick he gets off the ball. And now just back to the inside, just does a really nice job. They tried to one-on-one him, and he beat it.
Matt, I remember we watched him so quickly. He blasted into Auburn's right guard and backed him up into an H-back in motion and the pulling left guard. It completely blew up a play for a loss. As Dotson will catch it and will dance and will squeeze under a potential tackle. John Lovett. No, they don't hand it to him. Clifford keeps it, and Villanova spotted it. Townsend and Forrest Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, this is you're going to see him right here, number 43. Now, here's what you love about him. He makes a decision. He reads with his eyes and makes a decision. Very good patience right there. 14.
In a full season in 2019, Forrest Ryan had 116 tackles. And here's a tackle by Christian Benford, but it's after a completion.
Communicating with Yursich, his O-line on the sidelines, taking throws in between drives.
And he's running right now after faking it to Lovett, and he's looking for space and not going to find it.
One of the plays moving forward.
Probably not.
Lovett down in the backfield.
There's my guy.
I mean, Black with a tackle for loss.
Just, he's not the tallest guy. He's a little squatty body, but he's a heck of a football player.
Lovett's the running back, and he's immediately flaring out on the pattern. Clifford steps up, pump fakes, throws, and finds one of the tight ends sitting down in the middle. Marker is down, but the pass is caught by Brenton Strain. It's the hidden yardage. Not only is it not a converted first down, rather than keeping the ball, they're punting it away. Penn State is to the Wildcats. Jordan Stout with a punt. Haig's gone in motion. And Barley tried to wiggle through a hole, but no wiggling. Penn State just used one of their timeouts. They still have 2. Smith throwing from his end zone, and Hardy jumped in front of the intended receiver, Des Boykin, incomplete, which was 27 yards, and I'm not sure it ever made it 27 feet in the air. Again, their regular punter, Nathan Fondacaro, is out today, and it's a line drive punt, and it's a great tackle on special teams after Dotson caught it. Snap back by Miranda, the center, and here's a late rush, and Owen Thomas and Forrest Ryan. And Ola Adams is the defensive coordinator for Villanova, who said that Ryan was a great lurker.
You see how he's just waiting for him to make a decision. And once he starts to take off and run, then you pull the trigger. And that's exactly what he did.
His sack forced Sean Clifford and the Penn State offense back to the 48 and tripped up by Malik Fisher. Clifford was just stepping forward as Malik Fisher went low for the sack. Punt by Stout. Jared Wolf. We'll see this bounce past him, and it's tapped down at the 1-yard line. Drew Hartlaub.
That was Drew Hartlaub. That's a great effort. It hung. It did the right bounce. Excellent punt, but better coverage.
Yeah, there's Hartlaub. He had a fumble recovery last year on special teams. Outstanding linebacker from Philadelphia. Quick pass, no, Clifford faked it. And now he's going to change direction, and he will throw it. And it's caught by Keandre Lambert-Smith. And Smith running down the sideline and then cuts into the open field. He's going to go all the way across the field and all the way down the field for a touchdown for Penn State.
And the rest is history. But that is all on Sean Clifford. 100%. That's a great job of keeping your eyes down the field.
Today, haven't seen just a ton of him today. And Smith under pressure is going to throw it off to the right-hand side and caught. And for the first time today, Rajon Pringle. Today just 1.9 before that last play. And now here's another look for a long play and just slapped away and then intercepted. Brown with the interception after it was batted away by Tariq Castro-Fields. It's a turnover for Villanova.
Watch the coverage is, the coverage is phenomenal, right? It's right where you have to be, and he slaps it away. Now watch, Brown's you always get to the football as fast as you can defensively. And because of that, he gets himself a pick.
Matt, it's almost as if it was he was setting in volleyball. I know you've played.
Nice moves, but he can accelerate.
Well, that was his best run of the day for 6 yards, but this is going to be more than 6 because he made a man miss with a little spin move and then chased down from behind.
Came back here in the transfer portal. He was one of the guys they were trying to recruit and didn't get him. So now he's back.
And Clifford under just a bit of pressure throws it right to the first down marker after 2 runs of 19 yards for Lovett for 78 yards and a touchdown last week against Auburn. Pressure here. Clifford steps up. First, it looked like Malik Fisher got there. Maybe Amin Black actually was the first, and then ultimately Forrest Rhyme with the sack.
But let's watch this offensive line and see what's going on up front. There's a great effort here by this defensive front. Yeah, so Amin Black's the first guy, and so Caden Wallace was in good shape there, but
the drive started on Jair Brown's interception. They moved from the 20 to the 50. And then a sack a moment ago short-circuited things, and now Clifford will just sprint to the sideline. He's back to the line of scrimmage that they were at on first down before the sack. Just his 3rd punt of today's game, 41 on the first 2, the average. And this was caught by Jared Wolf at the 9-yard line. After a 41-yard punt, it is a start just inside the 10-yard line.
Tarburton right there where he should be, and Tangelo where he should be. He's able to cut back onto the inside.
And right now it's picked up, and then Smith is blasted as he throws it by Jaquan Brisker. No contact with the crown of the helmet and a shoulder. That's exactly the type of hit that's wanted. Jahan Dotson caught it on the run. 13 straight against teams from non-Power 5 conferences. Throw by Clifford and Lambert-Smith. He dropped it and it's intercepted. He was thinking about another catch and run for a touchdown.
On Clifford, that is right where it's supposed to be. It just turned into a tip drill right there, and he lost it.
And Kashawn Schulters with the interception.
Yeah, Schulters he just happens to be Johnny on the spot, right where he's supposed to be. Going towards the football, good things happen to you.
Look at slides every day. Shows him slides in defensive meetings of an example of ball disruption. Was the first player to touch the ball last time for Penn State, but he lost it. And you saw Justin Covington run into another player in the backfield before Tyler Will was taken off the field. And here comes Ebiketie. They call him AK.
Or Ellis. It's Ellis. Really good job by Ellis. He's the guy he made the play. The sack was made by Ebiketie, but 91 is the guy he should credit. See how he takes 2? He takes the inside guard and takes him out fast enough to be able to beat it. Well done.
Punt here by Connor Watkins. Regular punter not available today for Villanova, and it's Jahan Dotson. Mark Followell, Matt Millen, Elise Miniker, our rules analyst Mike Pereira. Penn State 24, ranked 6th in the country, Villanova, number 7 in FCS. 3.
Shiftiness that he has, it's going to be a free play right here.
Markers are down. Heaved by Clifford, looking for Cam Sullivan-Brown. Broken up, and there's a marker down for that.
Yeah, they're going to get Denzel Williams.
I have it at 9 tackles for Forrest Rhines, 7 for Amin Black. Dart to the sideline, Cam Sullivan-Brown. He's pushed out of bounds along third miss field goal, beg your pardon, in 8 attempts this year. Clifford to the end zone, Parker Washington. Touchdown, Penn State. Second of the day for Washington.
Watch him right here. He's going to go all the way up top. That's the free guy, right? Caden Wallace down the bottom takes care of his stuff, and because of that, he got inside position lots of time, and it's 6 quick.
And now back to the traditional setup. Ajayi out of the game, and Smith, and he's going to heave it, and he throws it 5 yards past at least the intended receiver. Clifford sidesteps and then throws on the run at the 42. Oh, and right in the midst of Jahan Dotson.
He's open all the time, right? What he does a really good job of, it's an out and up, it's not a big deal. What he does a good job of is staying with the route, right? And then he gives you...
Wow. Running play here on 3rd and short. Love it. Second effort, and that may have picked up the first down. Tyler Warren ran for a touchdown out of this set last week against Auburn. They snap it to Warren. He was a diver over the top last time to score against Auburn, but this time he just drives and pulls his way straight into the heart of the defense and scores.
And this is one up front, right? Nice job by Wilson, 68 on that pull around. Just well done all the way. Everybody on a man. Wilson takes it up, takes Amin Black and gets him out of there. And then Tyler just runs into the end zone.
Tyler Elson and Charlie Catshaw in the game right now. Smith rolling, throwing underneath. There's a hurdle by Todd Summers. Okay. Did it earlier as well.
Yeah, Theo got vertical, as does he right here.
Right over Tyler Rudolph. 5 receivers in the pattern, one of them underneath. Running back Barley. Isaiah Izzard. Those guys are on the defensive line right now. So is Fred Hansard, and there's another catch and stretch.
But with, 35-point lead.
And Smith is grabbed, and down he goes. Isaiah Izzard.
You're going to watch this. He grabs him in the back. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, maybe got him by the top of the shoulder. I don't know.
Better look from this angle, man.
Yeah. No, that should have been a horse collar.
Had the tackle for loss a moment ago as we go into 10 minutes left in this first game between Penn State and Villanova in 70 years.
Got him.
Throw by Fisher, and he does have him, and that him is Rayshon Pringle, and it's a touchdown for Villanova. And it was Kalen King. He and his twin brother Kobe King from Cass Tech.
Even if you don't get on the mat for a regular match, it doesn't matter. You need to understand it because it gives you an idea of leverage and it gives you an understanding of body movement.
Got some snaps in the 4th quarter of the Ball State game. And he finds Wilson again. And once again, Wilson making people miss and spinning and bouncing off tackles.
Not what you want to do, what they can do. That's what good play callers do.
Well, I would say the evidence points to good play calling today. Unique formation here on the punt. Jared Wolf waves and calls for a fair catch, standing just outside the 5-yard line from the 10-yard line. Oh, and a burst by Jalen Jackson. All the way out to the 30-yard line for Jackson.
You're it, right? If you miss, he's out the gate, so you cannot. It's a big hole in the inside. Nobody's getting off of blocks. But right here, this is the whole key. Just watch him come up, close it, right angle. He's got to get on the ground.
And that 20-yard run gives Jackson 51 rushing yards today as Des Boykin catches and stretches. We want you to have been an offensive player, if not at least a returner. Or if not that, then have played multiple sports, that is, as Dan Smith, the quarterback. Kobe and Kalen again are twins. And Smith is throwing left side. Was tripped first by Johnny Dixon.
They do some good things, and the thing that I love about them most, they don't quit.
They're picked third in the Colonial Athletic Association preseason poll. Todd Summers catches, runs out of a tackle by Elston, and then bumped out of bounds. 4th and 7 with 2 minutes to play is converted.
They came with the blitz. Smith gets out of the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield like he should. It's just all good football.
From the 18. And Smith will throw it. End zone. Pringle has 2 touchdowns now. Touchdown Villanova with 1:28 to play.
So he's got to make a pretty accurate throw here on the run, and he does it right here.
Tyler Warren's in the game. He accounted for a touchdown today, the only rushing touchdown for Penn State. Clifford threw 4 today. 2 went to Parker Washington. Oh, here the ball comes out at the end, and it's picked up on the run. And down the sideline, Denzel Williams has a chance for a scoop and score here for Villanova. They have now won, dating back to last year, 8 straight games. They have held opponents to 24 points or under in all 8 of those games. Iowa is the only team with a longer streak amongst Power 5 schools, and that's at 25 games.